Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Dating Right.
To all the bad, sexy bitch that might be single. I'm Marty Mike, 41 years old. I'm a goddamn legend. If you want to talk to me, talk to a legend, then just find my account, text me my inbox. We'll make something happen. If you about the money and PayPal, don't waste my time. But if you're real and you say that you're not fake, and if you don't got a boyfriend, then let me know. But if you got a boyfriend, don't hit me up. Alright? So if you want to talk to a goddamn legend like me, a cool ass dude, Money Mike, go to my
Money Mike. My that's a Magic Mike.
inbox, write me. I'll have to talk to you.
There's a lot of new data that's coming out and saying that men are no longer chasing women like they used to, and they are not going out like they used to. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
You know what's really funny, bro? I wasn't even gonna do a video on this post. I just read it, and in my mind, I thought like, yo, maybe, the fact that men, have to pay all the time for everything when they go out and everything just, kind of makes people want to not, go out as much, save money and everything like that. Because, girls are able to be out and not have to pay for much, you feel me? Then I went to the comments.
I mean, how many girls don't pay for anything? They're expecting free drinks and everything when they go out. Because they broke.
Gen Z and millennial men have a problem right now. So I was scrolling through X and I found a tweet that said 80% of single men are no longer interested in dating. They aren't even trying. Why is this the case? Well,
I'm millennial. I believe I fall into the millennial crowd still. So
somebody responded and said it's simple. Many men are focusing on self-growth, career, and building futures. The energy spent on dating often feels wasted when there's no alignment with purpose or values. Men are learning that personal success and fulfillment come first, not chasing empty connections.
They try to make it seem as though, it's just going on in this city or that city. Bruh, it's everywhere. And women helped push this cart. Women helped society get to this spot that we're in now.
Women raised this cart up the hill, and now it's above the hill, and it's just rolling down at high speeds, picking momentum.
And they're still oblivious to it. For the most part, most of them. They still don't even know what they did. We're here because of them, period.
True.
But girls just want to have fun, right? Everything is about fun to them for some reason, dog. They giving the women free drinks, free to get in before 12. If you come in before 12 and you get free drinks from whatever guy send you a drink or try to talk to you as well. There is no appreciation for the man in regards of, in the club atmosphere. Appreciation for men, none. And men are the ones that keep their pockets afloat. Those club owners and stuff.
That's true.
It's men that are purchasing all that stuff, them bottles, that liquor. Men.
All those sections.
But ain't no appreciation for us, though.
Let's not even talk about how these clubs have played and used women to get men to come to the club. Men have finally caught on to the fact that these club promoters are letting these women in free, giving them free drinks, charging $1,000 for a bottle just for men to show out in front of women that they probably not even gonna get with. And I'm kind of glad to see a lot of these club industries and corporations go down, lose a lot of their market share and profits because men are not going anymore and they're simply choosing to save their money.
I do agree that clubs are there to just really rip men off.
I have a question for men. I feel like a lot of men are no longer interested in dating. They give up on dating. They're not even trying. Why do you guys think that is the case?
Single girlies in their late 20s, early 30s. Where are we finding men?
Unfortunately, they are working overtime instead of going out and dating because they feel they will never be attractive enough or wealthy enough for a girl ever again. They would rather check their weather app than chat with another person on Hinge. If they're not at work, they're usually at home, the gym, playing video games with friends, or fighting for democracy. You're welcome.
I honestly think it is true that men nowadays are uninterested in the dating game. And they're most likely the good ones, which then leaves us ladies having bad experiences.
Pretty much.
And then we, in hand, want to get off the dating scene. So then we're both left screwed because all the good ones are out of the dating scene and aren't interested.
So what I'd like to know, in this dating world for people like over 50, like, have men just kind of given up with the trying to date and the courting and all that?
You're 50. Why are you still expecting all that?
It's so bad out there, like, that you guys have just given up?
No, bad doesn't even begin to cover it. Toxic, we could start with that.
So ladies, here's the cold hard facts, all right? You can take it or leave it. Most men don't want to date y'all. The reason why is because it's turned into a liability. It includes manipulation, games, lack of accountability, flaking, ghosting, shaming, disrespect, mind games, anything you could think of. The list goes on and on. And men are tired of that. They're 100% done. They don't want to date you. They don't want to marry you. Because what's the point? You waste our time. You get a thrill out of wasting our time for your own ego. And you toy with us, and we're getting tired of that. We would rather put our time, energy, and money towards something that's more important than something that's more valuable. So get it together, or else you're going to end up lonely wondering what's going on.
I'm going to keep my thing brief. When men say that they're not going to be chasing you anymore, they're not directly saying you should chase them. It's just that thing of they're tired of putting so much effort and only to receive minimal reciprocation, right? Now, mind you, logically, if you're investing in something and you see that this something is not investing back in you as much as you want, then there's no guarantee that in the future this will end up panning out the way you want to. I want you to keep that in mind. And
it's good that young men are kind of waking up to this thought process.
Feel as like women have got,
and I don't even think it's red pill. Like they're watching particular red pill for this. No, they're just starting to realize it on their own.
Threatened by it, and you can shout, "Yeah, man, we don't need you guys. We don't need you guys." Shout. So stop complaining when men say they're not going to chase you. And the ones that are going to be willing to chase you are going to be the desperate men who you probably don't want and who are willing to exhaust themselves in trying to pursue and get you. Women don't understand how exhausting it is that every talking stage you have to give 100% of yourself and she'll only give 20.
Something that's so crazy to me is the fact that people don't even date no more. They just talk, catch feelings, and then trick you into thinking that you got something special with them until they figure out an excuse to fake fall out with you to go fuck with someone else on some shit. And then the cycle continue to repeat itself. Like, fam, it's an evil ass world out here. I'm trying to tell you. It's like if you would did that shit to them, they would have been looking at you like you just straight evil as hell, like the most fucked up person in the world. But as soon as they do it to you, they think that shit cool. And then to take accountability off themselves, they'll throw, but we could still be friends at the end of their sentence as if they ain't just break your heart on some shit. This generation just toxic as hell. That's why I steady be trying to fall back on some shit. Even when I feel like someone treating me right, bro, I just fall back to be safe, bro, because you never know. Like, motherfuckers just be straight villains out in this whole nigga. Like, just straight trying to hurt niggas for no reason. Like, you get pleasure out of doing this shit, bro. Motherfuckers be straight demons on this whole walking around. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That's why I say you gotta protect your heart and protect yourself, bro, because you never know what the next motherfucker trying to do to you or with you on some shit.
They call it date, but it's not a date. It is literally a way for her to eat for free. They don't want to be in love with anyone ever. The reason why these women don't want to be in love with anyone ever, because they have something that has replaced men, and that is her phone. The value that a woman puts on the attention that she gets from her phone is far more than actually settling down and being with one man.
True.
And she knows if she's in a relationship, she's not going to be able to spend time on her phone the way she does every single second of the day. Therefore, she does not want to be in a relationship. They're lying to you. They have always lied to you. I'm going to be honest with you. Ever since COVID, I think something was in that they took. Because before those days, they wanted to be in love. They wanted to be in relationships. Ever since they took that, they totally changed, yo.
Yeah.
They totally changed. There's no way you could disagree with me. How many of you men have met a woman after COVID and you are in love with her still today? Very few of you, I bet. It's a reason for that. So I don't know what was in that, but something had to be in it, because it is the only thing that we can say that millions of people all went out and did at the same time, and now the world is changed, yo. Something was in that, because they don't want to be with a man anymore. And we got to understand that a lot of them have joined the rainbow anyway. A lot of them are a part of the rainbow, and let's just be honest with you.
I mean, almost every single dating app of most women I see, it's always bi or non-binary or like all of this fluidity, never hardly ever straight.
A lot of them are laying down with toys. You know, the roles and all these different toys that they use. I want you to think about that. How could a woman ever want to be in love with you when she is more satisfied than a toy than she is a man? And when she is a part of the rainbow, why do you think she wants to be with you? She would rather have you buy her gifts, buy her food, and then she will get satisfaction out of a robot and another woman.
So I know we're always talking about how men these days do not approach women anymore, but I want to tell you guys about this one conversation I had with one of my guy friends that really showed me exactly how these guys are thinking about it. So basically I was out one night with a group of friends and I noticed this girl, like I'm one of the girls, whatever, and I noticed this girl would look perfect with one of my guy friends from the group. So I try to go over to my guy friend and I say, like, go talk to her. Like, she's gorgeous, beautiful, drop that gorgeous girl, you know? And he would not budge. And I did not understand it. But basically what he was telling me is that nowadays guys don't even want to talk to a girl, even if they think they're cute, pretty, unless they like take their breath away. Like they don't want to put any effort just to like get to know any kind of girl that they think is cute. They want to have a girl that like is going to be their wife or something. And
yeah, that's kind of the whole goal of finding a person, is to get a wife or a husband.
I really started to think about it. I think the reason why guys are doing this is because of the instant gratification that's so easy to get nowadays with like dating apps and whatnot. They'll go chit chat with a girl on there for days.
See, again, they just, as soon as they start talking about dating apps, we know they don't know shit. You literally know nothing about dating, girl, because you don't understand the male perspective of dating. You don't understand how males dating is so different from you. It's not the same in dating apps. Men aren't bombarded with all of these options. They aren't. They're struggling to even get certain matches with just normal people.
On end, but when they meet a girl in person, they don't want to do the whole chit-chatting thing and like putting themselves out there for the chance of getting rejected, unless they meet a girl where it's like, oh, I could never meet another girl like this in my life, like this is a one-time opportunity, I have to go up to her. So at the end of the day, men are just lazy, and the dating scene is too easy for them now. They can just go swipe all day and find cute girls, whatnot, but
what do women do? You guys literally do nothing.
Talking to them in person, they don't want to do it.
Well, I don't think men are just lazy daters. I think women online has made it easy for men to be lazy daters. And I don't think that woman that you told your friend to go talk to was all of that. A lot of guys, we see so-called beautiful women when in reality, they look all alike. This IG baddie looks like the other one.
A lot of IG baddies look so alike.
Now they do look nice as women, but there's nothing really to make a man say, I got to go over there and talk to her. That's all. There was no incentive for him to cross the room and go over there and talk to her when in reality, she's thinking she's the best looking thing in the room. She may just be looking for validation from the guy. And a lot of guys don't want to give these women validation.
Nope.
Yo, if you're not noticing what's going on, yo, men are straight out ignoring women. Women are dressing like this, going to bars, going to the gym. Men are straight out ignoring them. Men are not approaching women at all. We see you, but we act like we don't. We're tired.
We see through
Men
you.
are tired. We're tired of not being 6'5", not having 6 figures at the age of 19.
I don't want no man. I just want somebody to take vacations with, cuddle with, do it with.
Take vacations with. Okay.
Hang out with.
We just have
go shopping with
her now. And the
go out to eat with and dates with. That's it.
I believe that's
not a man.
We are tired of the manipulative games, free dates. Games here entertaining several different guys. Men are tired. Oh no, men have said no. Okay, ladies, yeah, keep saying, oh, you would have been a better world without men. Why? If you would have been a better world without men, why don't you guys form a community together, go watch the WNBA and live out there?
Y'all want to know one thing that I can't stand? Is that people are still normalizing that men's mental health does not matter. Like, I was just having a conversation with my homeboy, and he was telling me that he's been struggling with his mental health, and his family feels like he should continue doing what he's been doing and just swallow his emotions and just so-called, that's just how you be a man. And it makes me so mad because I'm so big on mental health. And men are raised to always be strong and never show no weakness. But they be the main ones having so much going on, so much pressure on them. And I feel like we should be showing more support to men. That's why any men around me, I always try to make them feel like they can always come talk to me about anything. And I always give them advice and be there for them. I always let them know, like, it's okay to cry. And I give them a hug, like, if I'm around them, actually. But, yeah, this really needs to be dealt with. And there's a stigma that if you be diagnosed with a mental health issue like depression, anxiety.
For men, yeah, it's like a detriment. But for women, it's a flex. You guys love to flaunt your mental health issues constantly.
That means that you have mental illness and that you're crazy. That does not mean that. I graduated with my bachelor's in psychology and I learned so much. And I feel that everybody should really start learning more about psychology. It helps you to have better relationships with other people and you have a different perspective when it comes to things like this. So if you're a man watching this, you matter, your mental health matters. It's okay to cry. It's okay to show emotions. I know some people make you feel like you should not show emotions or they throw it back in your face, but those are the people that you stay.
Yeah, shit done changed the game.
I love the fact that men are focusing on themselves.
Focusing on themselves more than ever. Then changed the game. And women starting to see that shit. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit, all that, man, I'm telling you, hey, pocket fat than a motherfucker. I'm like, damn, you never realize how much money you really spending till you sit the fuck down. God damn, nigga, at peace. I don't deal with no drama. I don't hear about shit. I don't gotta hear about the bullshit. Arguments, and you know how a woman walk up on you and just unload the shit on you. Like, damn, I don't even want to hear about that. Like, that don't even have nothing to do with me, but you bring it upon me because it's some shit you dealing with. I'm cool on it, man. Fuck, I'm stiff arm and shit all 2025.
Now, of course, a lot of these guys are not gonna be single or stay single forever. They will eventually meet a woman, hopefully get married, whatever they want to do. But hopefully, a lot of guys are just done dealing. But I'm gonna stop the video right there. You guys drop a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking about this new movement of men not going out like that anymore or chasing women. Now, we all have heard that men have always decided to go their own way, but now it's totally different.
No, I think it's true. A lot of my friends, we used to go out a lot more often. Now we don't. Even if we're single or not, we go out a lot less often nowadays. I think men are just tightening up their belt, tightening up their wallets, making sure that they're okay, them and theirs are okay, and not worrying about the women around because it's just resources lost majority of the time. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time.